Hello everyone, Baggy here. Welcome back to Contradiction. Alright, we are going back to the lodge now. Let's interrogate Emma and Simon. It's about time. Simon first.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Okay, about these leaves.
Know what these are?
No. Look a bit like sage leaves.
Haven't seen them before, though.
Not at all, no.
Really? Leaves could be sage. Hasn't seen the leaves before, so it's no longer mint.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Salvia divinorum?
Magic mint, same thing.
Oh yeah, you mean the drug? Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, ever tried it?
Well, once or twice, yeah. But it's not really my sort of thing. It messes with your brain. I've never tried any other drugs either. Well, nothing like that. Nothing hallucinogenic.
Alright, what about Emma?
Thank you. Probably be back later. You know what these are, by any chance?
No. Sorry. I don't know anything about plants or things like that, but you should ask Rebecca. She used to live on a farm. She'd know.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a drug, isn't it?
Yeah. Hallucinogenic drug. Ever tried it?
No, I've never taken any illegal substances.
Really? Has never taken illegal substances, but knows about the drug. You know, their responses are very similar. Huh.
That's all for the moment. Thank you. A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Alright. Again? The drug.
Do you know what this is?
Looks like chopped tea bags to me. What is it?
I just thought you might know.
I don't know anything about plants, Inspector. What you should do is ask Rebecca. She knows far more about these things than I do. Messy things, growing things.
Okay. Pointing to Rebecca again. Doesn't know anything about plants. Their responses are so similar.
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Yeah. What is it?
It's a hallucinogenic plant. A legal one. At least for the moment.
I've no interest in drugs, Inspector. My job. That's the only drug I need. As trite as that may sound.
Do you know any students who may have used hallucinogens?
No. My students aren't interested in that kind of thing. Besides, no one is allowed drugs or alcohol onto the site. I don't think anyone has ever brought drugs to Atlas.
Do you have any medicines on site at all?
No, we're not allowed. Insurance purposes.
So even alcohol is not allowed. No student has ever brought drugs to Atlas, has no interest in drugs, doesn't allow drugs or alcohol onto Atlas premises, doesn't keep any medicines on site. Not even medicine, really. Or about first aid medicine. Leaves look like chopped tea bags. Doesn't know anything about plants, suggests that Rebecca would know. Alright, ask about the phrase free to be free.
Can you tell me a bit about the phrase free to be free?
Free to be free, my favourite motto. Well, we teach our students that people, they suffer from excessive guilt, don't they? Excessive self-criticism, excessive doubt. Evils of excess, we call them. And we tell our students that if they rid themselves of these evils, then they're free to realize their full potential.
Who came up with all this?
You?
I have a background in psychology.
Honestly?
Yeah, don't look so surprised, Inspector. There's an intellect lurking in here.
When did you come up with the phrase?
When we were based at the village hall.
Oh.
When I say we, I came up with the phrase. Dad's more the money man.
And very successful at it too, I hear.
Oh, he's successful, but he's not a creative man. Dad suffers from a lack of imagination.
Yeah, I remember the village hall, where we found the key, the random key. So that was before they became successful at this. The phrase about getting rid of guilt and self-doubt, Ryan invented the phrase. The phrase invented while based at the village hall. Ryan has a background in psychology. Alright, let me go back to his earlier remarks. Yeah, about this three-finger symbol not being used in class. We know that it's false. According to Simon? Or someone else? But again, this other symbol not being used in class. Even though we know that this is his mask. His remarks, his testimony so far has been very consistent. Yeah, he said he knows nothing about this stuff. So I need more information then. Alright, you know what?
Be back later on, if that's okay.
You know what? I want to go back and make a phone call. Yeah, I have to remember I have to call the chief pretty regularly in this game. Alright, let's put up our map. There's an easier way. Phone booth. So, anything new?
Yes, Chief, bit more news. James Wilson admitted he does know what Salvia divinorum is, but he claims it's the only drug he grows.
Have you checked?
Yeah, I didn't see anything else suspicious.
What is this stuff, Salvia? What do you do with it? Smoke it?
I'm not sure, but I doubt you could smoke the stuff I found. You'd have to dry it out first. I imagine you infuse it or crush it or something.
Do a bit of research, find out. Does he sell it?
He said he doesn't, no.
I know he's growing it just for himself, Jenks. There's something he's not telling you. Go through your notes, make sure he's telling you the whole story, will you?
Okay, I'll speak to you later, sir.
Bye-bye.
Is there something else I missed here? A contradiction. Let me try this again.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
About the plant again. So, grow salvia for its private use only. Used as a plant for meditation. Doesn't grow any other drugs. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, I suspect that he supplies the Atlas class with this drug. Yeah, every single person in that class uses this drug. Packet contains mint leaves. The packet contains mint leaves. The packet contains mint leaves. Want some cookery competitions? Three-finger symbol. Poster at college. Anything I miss here? Traded his herbal tea for Simon's homebrew. Herbal tea. Could this be the leaves? This is a drug. Grows salvia for private use only. And traded his herbal tea. Oh, there it is.
When you say herbal tea, do you mean salvia?
Probably.
So you traded salvia tea with Simon for his homebrew. So why did you say you didn't give salvia to anybody else?
It's
did
a lie.
you give it to anybody else? How many people did you give it to? Did you give it to Kate?
No.
How about Liam?
I didn't have anything to do with him dying, if that's what you mean.
So you did give him salvia?
Yes, I gave him salvia because he asked for it, but that's not what killed him.
Well, he committed suicide, James, because of psychological issues that probably weren't helped by him trying hallucinogenic drugs.
He didn't commit suicide. You don't know anything about him. You don't know what happened.
Okay, so what happened then?
Do you even know about Third Eye?
What?
Go on.
Third Eye?
You don't know about Third Eye. You don't know about Third Eye. You know nothing about Liam's death. I mean, forget salvia.
Tell me then.
Tell me then.
Yes.
Third Eye was a cult. We had our very own psycho cult operating right here from our village hall. And I got rid of them, single-handed. I'm the one who got rid of Third Eye. Did they tell you that at the station?
Okay, start again. They were what?
You don't know anything, do you? Look.
Is that related to the Atlas class? The cult.
They were reeling in students, pretending to be some sort of happy life course, you know. We can make your life better sort of crap. Then they were putting everyone through this brainwashing program to make them compliant. And selling them on.
Oh my god.
There.
What do you mean, selling them on?
Selling them. Objects, commodities.
To who?
To anyone who could afford them. Top politicians, famous celebrities, wealthy businessmen, you name it.
What for?
You don't get it, do you? Third Eye were making and selling slaves. They were black market slave traders. They were wiping people's personalities using ECT, brainwashing, cocktails of hard drugs, deliberately turning them into perfect slaves. You know how much slaves are worth on the black market these days?
No.
Millions. And I'm talking per slave. That's why anyone who stood up to them and threatened to go public like Liam was just killed off. They didn't give it down.
So you're saying Liam was murdered by Third Eye?
Exactly what I'm saying. So I started looking into it. They were all saying it was suicide, but there's no way.
So, did you ever actually meet Liam?
I found out about him.
And how did you find out about all this other stuff?
It's obvious, you can tell. I met some of the students. You could see straight away there was something wrong. They were like zombies. And I can tell when someone's got ECT damage or when they've been through mind conditioning. It's just obvious. I mean, US military used all these techniques back in the 50s. It's all documented, you can read about it. They showed all the same signs.
So, did you ever actually go to a meeting?
No, but I knew what went on.
How?
From what people said who'd been through it.
Okay, so do you know anyone I could speak to who did go through it?
Well, no. Look, it doesn't matter. Why did they close down if it wasn't true? They just closed down and disappeared overnight after I put all the flyers up. Bit of a coincidence.
Maybe they didn't
close. That was just after Liam died.
Yeah.
And do you think that had anything to do with it?
Maybe, but it was the flyers that forced them to close.
Okay.
Oh.
Do you mind if I keep this?
Yeah, you investigate it. It'll all come out. Third Eye definitely killed Liam.
Well, that was a lot to take in. Does James really believe all this stuff? This is the first I've heard about Third Eye. Question is, what's their connection with Atlas, if there is one?
Maybe they are one and the same. You know, I saw the symbol on this poster there. The symbol on the mask. They are one and the same.